Yeah, we're rolling, and it's Friday, which is awesome. I know you've heard it. I'm not supposed to celebrate Fridays because then that means to my kids it can come off that I don't love my job, but I love them and I love weekends too. You know, love it all. I was driving away from Graham's, dropped the kids off, which was nice, and I'm like, wow, who should I call? What should I do? Should I play? And I was like, oh no, I I'm supposed to be doing this. Which I've had this little thing in the back of my head. I think today's what day? My day 93, but it is day 100 for all my high school people. Day 100. That is worth celebrating. It's your 100th day of school. You're in school for 180 days. That's a pretty fantastic thing if you ask me. Lots been going on. Lots little accomplishments along the way. And I was out of the class yesterday and I was trying to think of how to. I want to celebrate Fridays. We are no longer a class, we are a business. And Uncle Ryan's starting his new job position today on a Friday. And I love that Boeing, when they promote and move around, they put your first day as a Friday. Because I think there's a lot to that. First day, typically the worst day, but if you're going on a Friday, you got the best probably attitudes on the team, like you have a day to check it out and then you have a weekend to process everything and then you start on a Monday. Anyway, I think it's pretty fantastic. Some companies, Uncle Jake has a half day. So I'm like, cool, what if we work till the break and then the second half of the class we celebrate, It all depends what got done yesterday. So we shall see. And that's good. Oh, man. All right. Lots going on. I'm passing up a school bus, which might be Auntie Erica. It was so fun getting to see my sister crushing things. Well, what to talk about? Lots of good going on. Lots of good coming up. Lots to be excited for. And a few things to be nervous about. I've got a medical procedure coming up. But if I don't think about it, then I don't have to worry about it. And yesterday, I was out of the classroom and had to, be a little speaker at a table, which was fun. One of my fellow teacher friends was having a hard day, though, figuring out, oh my gosh, what am I going to say? What am I going to do? What if I run out of things to say? What if it's... And I feel like her day was a lot rougher than it should have been because she was so stinking focused on something happening later on in the day. And the older I get, the wiser I get. I'm like, yes, I should prepare for that thing that I have to do. We've known about this for months. So I should get prepared. But day of, I can't change anything, I can't make the situation any better. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to have a great day and I'm going to forget that I even have to do this one thing that I need to do. Right before I have to do this one thing that I need to do, I'm going to look over my stuff and be like, oh, yep, that's what I need to do. I'm going to do it to the best of my abilities. I'll probably mess up. I'll probably stumble on this or that, but I'm going to do my best, and then it's going to be over, and then I'm not going to think about it. And then I'm going to keep living my life because there's going to be something else that I'm worried about. So, February 6th, have a little procedure. Probably not going to be super fun, but I'm like, I'm just going to enjoy my life until then. Maybe on the drive over there, I'm going to be like, okay, this isn't going to be fun, but I'm glad I'm doing this, you know? Going to knock it out. Kind of like that stinking dang sleep study I had to do. It's like, I don't want to think about how bad that was. I'm going to keep living my life. Next month, I get to fly up to Seattle and celebrate one of my favorite humans' 90th birthday. Which is weird that 90 years ago, my grandpa was inside my grandma's belly, my great grandma's belly. 90 years ago. I don't know, 90 years doesn't sound all that much, but it's crazy that that is a lifetime for Grandpa Coolman. And the conversation that was had was like, hey, do you think we should try to get up there for his birthday, this or that? You know what? A million times to one. I'd rather fly up there for his birthday and celebrate him while he's still alive than fly up there for his funeral. And that is a real stinking thing that I'm like, hey, let's celebrate those alive moments as much as we can. You know? Let's do it. It's called maximization. Maximization. I don't even know if that's a word, but it sounds about right. So yes, lots of good coming up. 3 back-to-back field trips. Lots of good things coming up. I've felt this in my class, and I was told it, Mr. Coolman, we don't care about this company. Okay, I get it. I feel you, baby bird. But I think kids get overwhelmed with the idea of it all has to be done right this second. And no, it does not. If we are up and running, which would be a fantastic thing a month after starting a business, a month from now, if 2 months after starting a business, you are up and running and doing incredible things, that is fantastic. But if you waste a couple months, I promise you a couple months from now, you will not have anything worth being proud of. And so I'm like, hey, all we have to do is just work backwards. Let's be awesome a month from now. Let's not worry about that today. Let's just knock out the tasks of today, but let's be fantastic a month from now. Early May, I need these kids to be fantastic at job interviews. Don't worry right now if you're not fantastic at job interviews. Come May, I need you to be fantastic about job interviews. I think you should start mentally prepping. The day of, I don't think you should throw up and not eat breakfast and all that stuff. Like, hey, you're going to show up and you're going to do your best, and it's going to be great and awesome. But until then, enjoy. Enjoy the life, you know? I think that is life's big takeaway. The training that I went to yesterday was all about how AI is changing the age we live in and how technology is changing, and how as teachers and parents we need to let our kids solve problems using the technology that's out there. My little 6-year-old can't tie his shoes yet. Not proud to say that, but it's true. And yesterday, found out there's 3 ways of teaching your kid how to tie a shoe. Put them in Velcro shoes till they're 18. That's one way of parenting. You can show them yourself how you tie shoes. And you could, again, teach them by doing. Or you can say, hey, 6-year-old, your shoe's untied. If you don't tie your shoes, man, you're going to trip and you're going to smack your face on the concrete. You better figure out how to tie your shoes. And then allow them the opportunity to teach themselves. They were saying that is the best practice of prepping your kids for the world ahead, teaching them to solve a problem. And go ahead, baby. And there's going to be a lot of problems that require solving. And just putting that in their brain of saying, hey, you should learn how to do that. Better start figuring it out. I didn't see my... Oh, it's still there. But in the talk yesterday about AI, out of all the things that companies are looking for and all, whatever it is, it seemed that the number one most important trait that a kid can have that would help him succeed in life is curiosity and a lifelong learner mentality. There's a lot of great things, and that was one of the ones that people thought was the most important skill. And again, it's just the idea about being curious about things. And all the things that have been done was because someone was curious about it. And curiosity should lead to, hey, I wonder if there is a way of helping me tie my shoes, and then finding a way to solve the problem and become a critical thinker to solving problems. Anyway, in high school, I was kind of just, tested on material and knowledge. It wasn't so much of letting me solve the problems. It was kind of showing me how to solve the problems and then testing me to make sure I know how to solve the problems. But life's not really like that anymore, man. Like, AI can solve every stinking problem. The amount of, don't want to call it cheating, the amount of using technology to solve the assignments that my students are given by their other teachers makes me wonder why we're doing some of the assignments. There's definite power in it, but I think we as teachers need to figure out, how do we adapt? If kids are able to write a 5-paragraph essay in 30 seconds, do we really spend 4 years in English learning how to write an essay that can be done better than ever? Yeah, I don't know. Lots of interesting things. I don't think robots are going to take my job, but I do think part of my job is equipping the students of the future with all the knowledge they need to be successful. I remember the first video I posted, I was driving to school and I saw the kids for the first time, and now I see them and I'm like, oh, no, I'm just kidding. I'm pumped to see them. But it's weird that they're just not my students now. I don't have to call roll. I know which kids are who, and I can take roll later on in the day. And anyway, I heart drones. Awesome. Have a great Friday. I'm sure my eyes look okay. Peace.